So are you looking for profitable niches to get into? In this video, I'm going to show you my 5 top print-on-demand niches that will give you the bang for your buck. Hey, my name is RJ Martinez. Today's video, we're going to talk about some of the print-on-demand niches that you can make money with. Now, there are many different types of POD businesses out there, and it depends on what type of person you are and how much time and effort you want to put into this. And here's a list of the most profitable ones. All right, so the first niche is going to be alien and Bigfoot. All right, so everything that I'm going to show you in this video, please do not copy any of these designs pixel for pixel. It's a big no-no, or even just rip their their illustrations or anything like that, vectors or whatever you want to call them. Don't rip them. Okay, it's important that you see in this everything I'm going to show you, kind of get the idea about it and see what you can do. You can apply to your own niche, or you can even jump into these niches and see what you can do to make something different from everyone else, right? And that's how you create a top selling product in a niche, by doing that. Okay, let's get into the computer. Now, this is a really cool niche. This is funny. I think it's pretty cool. So alien, unicorn, and Bigfoot. So it's basically, you know how we say like we don't believe in aliens or whatever it is, and there's a lot going on in this niche, but like I don't believe in humans. You know how we don't believe in them, they don't believe in us. So combining them two together makes it like a pretty funny niche, and I think it's a really freaking good niche. So if you can think of a funny illustration, as you're seeing as I'm sharing my screen, you can see some funny things going on, which is really cool. Funny sayings in this niche, right, can work really well in here. As you can see, some of these designs, these illustrations in here are consistent sellers, right? And they're selling over and over and over, even at 1 million BSR, right? Still gonna sell like once or twice a week. And some of them are selling, 2 to 3 times a day. But here are some of the top designs or sayings in this niche I'm gonna share with you. First one is the mystery of a Bigfoot solved. So took an illustration, put a costume on an alien, right? So the illustration, they have an alien, and you put the Bigfoot costume, he's taking off his head, and the alien's underneath it. That's, you know what I mean? So you can see the humor behind that. And I think it's a really, really awesome design. And you can see this design sells pretty much every single week. Okay, so a very, very powerful design, not that much competition in this niche, and there's some damage that can be done. So next one, I hate people. You got the Bigfoot flipping us off, and then you got the alien flipping us off. Really awesome illustration, and then with some text in there. The next thing you know, you have a consistent seller like this one. Next one is going to be I don't believe in humans. All right, you got an alien and a Bigfoot shaking each other's hand with like a UFO in the back. Really freaking awesome design. Consistent seller in this niche. There's some ideas right here that can be created, right? And then I'm pretty sure if you can't do this type of stuff, you can definitely find an artist, right? And someone can help you create a design like this for this niche. And next thing you know, you have a consistent seller in the niche. So, the first niche is going to be Bigfoot and aliens together, taking over. All right, so the number 2 niche is going to be the mixed martial arts, T-Rex, dinosaur, whatever the heck you want to call it, right? This niche is pretty cool. This is like cross niching, some mixed martial arts with like T-Rex, right? Or any type of dinosaur that makes sense for this niche. As you can see, really cool. You're gonna see some of these like the T-Rexes with the gi on, which is really freaking awesome. Real funny, cute, right? You go down, you're gonna see different types of mixed martial arts, Muay Thai. Now, as you start to think about this, the creative mindset is like, okay, what else can you create in this niche? Okay, what other combat sports are there? All right, boxing, we have karate, Muay Thai, jiu-jitsu, right? So this is a really interesting niche, and as you can see, some of these illustrations are a little bit higher BSRs, and then some of them are really low consistent selling BSRs. But I can see you creating one illustration and then kind of scaling it out with different variations of combat sports, right? So a very, very powerful niche, an evergreen niche that can make consistent sales every single week. So Karate-saurus, right? He has a gi on, karate, he's throwing a kick, which is pretty cool. And you can see like this one's a consistent seller. Now, next one, he's in the fighting stance, ready to fight. It's T-Rex, the karate ninja, Gion. So, about it, what else can you do, right? There's kickboxing, okay? There's a ton of stuff that you can do. Kung Fu, there's a lot that you can do. But here are some of the top illustrations in this niche. Jiu-Jitsu-saurus. Also, to make sure that you guys are just double checking any of the sayings that are in here for trademarks, because you don't want to upload something and get hit with the rejection if you're uploading to merch by Amazon. But pretty much this can apply to any print-on-demand platform that you're selling t-shirts on, or just any product. Either some of this stuff might work on other products like a hoodie or whatever it is. Okay, so yeah, Jiu-Jitsu-saurus. And then this is pretty much one of my favorite ones right here, the Muay Thai one. This is pretty dope, really cool. Like this T-Rex dinosaur is freaking ripped. Look at his legs. So really cool. Think about something that you can create in here. I can see boxing doing really well with this niche too as well. Anything, even just creating like a T-Rex with a baseball or at bat with the bat, you know what I mean? Something like that. There's a ton that can be done. Think about sports. Think about anything in general with a T-Rex and a dinosaur, or any dinosaur, whatever it is, right? But combat sports is the idea right here of me showing you this, and you can definitely get some consistent sellers in here if you're creative and, you know, get to work. All right, so the alien and pizza niche. Now, you want to be very careful with this niche. As you can see, there's some little aliens from Toy Story. So you definitely want to be careful when you're designing for this niche, because you do not want to be infringing on Disney by any means. So that's something that I want to point out to you right away, because I can see where someone can get confused and be like, oh, this is a top seller, let me make this three-eyed little alien, and this is a toy from Toy Story. So don't do that, just to be aware of that and inform you. And then Pizza Planet too as well. You're seeing a lot of this pop up on here. That's part of the Toy Story movie too as well. So you definitely do want to be careful. So one of the cool things is it's like a lot of alien stuff is going on. This is one of the examples that I wanted to share with you, because you're going to come in here, you're going to see a lot of Disney stuff. So you have to dig in just a little bit more. You can see here's another one too as well. I'm thinking aliens eating pizza, cheeseburger, corn dog. There's a ton that you can do right here, right? I'm thinking American food, right? Mixing it with what human beings, what's their favorite foods, right? Tacos, you know? So you can mix it with illustration. If you can get an artist, or if you're an artist yourself, you can do something like this. So very, very powerful. And then you can create like a top seller, something like this, which is selling pretty much every single week, every single month. This is really cool, and that's your goal. Like when you come into some of these niches, you want to create something that's going to make consistent sales for you every single week, and that's how you take your account to the next level with Merch by Amazon, or just even selling on any other platforms like Redbubble, Society6, Spreadshirt, Etsy, or wherever you're selling your designs at. All right, so next one, you can see this one's a cool one. Alien, kind of the same concept. You see what they did here, just put it inside of their flying saucer or their UFO, whatever you want to call it, and then got the retro light going on with the pizza. Really, really awesome. Yeah, that one's real cool. You can see how the creativity and what the ideas and what they're coming up with. Next one, the damn Bigfoot Sasquatch. You can see him, he's walking eating the pizza. All right, so when you think of aliens throughout this whole video, I'm thinking aliens, I'm thinking Bigfoot, Sasquatch, and they're mixing with pizza, taco, cheeseburger, whatever you want, corn dog at the fair, Bigfoot at the fair, right? Eating a corn dog, right? So something like that. That'll be really cool. Think outside the box. Be creative. What can you do, right? What can you do to be the best in this niche? Next one, I don't believe in humans. We've been seeing a lot of this. This is a little cute alien eating a pizza, snacking his mouth on it. And I think that's pretty powerful. As you can see, you're getting the idea of what's going on and what people are buying on Amazon, right? So alien and American food, pizza, corn dog, tacos, any of that can be a hit with this niche, and you can definitely create a top seller for this. All right, so the next niche is going to be the mushroom psychedelic niche. All right, now this one right here is, you have to be really creative in this niche, but it's a freaking awesome niche. And it's not saying that you can't do like text-based designs in this niche, because there's text-based designs that will work really well in here. But from the data and everything that I'm reading in here, there is some really creative illustrations in here that are just off the freaking chain. And it just, this is the cool part about creating unique designs, because these are going to last a long time and they're just going to rank, right? And it's very hard for someone to come in here and copy a design when you just next level design. It just, well, obviously they can copy pixel for pixel, but I'm talking about creating something like this on a whole different level. And this is what separates you from the competition, right? The results in this niche for this search term is 207 results. As you can see, pretty much a lot of these illustrations in here are telling a story. And of course there's simple ones right in here, like chill out, or look, this one's crazy. But like simple text-based funny sayings, magic mushroom. Okay, you can see like some like that. It sells like once a week, it looks like. But like simple text-based will work in here too. But this, just come in here and see like something like this: butterflies, caterpillar, and then a mushroom, purple, like crazy. Like this is crazy right here. This is freaking amazing, right? So like if there's any ideas that you can come up personally yourself with something like this, and just you can dominate, and this will be like a consistent evergreen seller that will sell every single week if you take the time to create something in this niche. All right, let's look at the next one. Look, you got mushrooms playing a guitar. They have a little campfire going. I think he's playing the drums right there. Yep. But it's just, this is crazy, right? These are like mushrooms right there. I mean, not mushrooms, marshmallows. See? So think of like telling a story, kind of putting together like a story or putting together something. And when I see this, I see like people doing like mushrooms and stuff like that. You can see it has a galaxy and the Earth in the back. There's like, is that supposed to be Saturn, or and the Earth on the back or something? I don't know, but it's cool. It's telling a story, right? So if you can put together some illustration and kind of tell a story on a shirt in this niche, you can definitely do some damage. Look at this one. Psychedelic research volunteer. Yep, a lot going on right here. Let's check out the next one. This one's friggin' cool too. A mushroom spaceship going, astronaut and alien on the back, hat flying off. This is crazy. This is really awesome. So think of something that you can be creative and be out of this world creative, right? That's what I'm getting. That's the vibe I'm getting. This one right here, I love the way they did the mushroom cap, and then it's like kidnapping an alien, right? This is cool. This is really freaking dope. It's probably like one of my favorite illustrations I've seen in a long time. Really, really awesome, creative, and you can see why it's crushing it. Like I wear something like this, but it's because it's just telling a story and it's dope. So the mushroom psychedelic niche, if you can think of something to create, either you do it yourself or, you know, reach out to an artist to figure out what you can put together there, and you can definitely create like a top selling design in this niche. All right, guys. So niche number 5. All right. The Native American niche. All right. The original founding fathers. All right. You're seeing like a lot of like older Native Americans in here in this picture, and some of these designs, like the picture right here, you can see the pictures right here. You gotta always double check when it comes to any of the type of stuff and using like someone in a design that you have the rights to do so, because you definitely can get in trouble. So you can see some of the sayings in here. Make America Native again. And then you have a American flag. It says Native. And then you have like don't want to mispronounce this, but it's like the headwear that they wear. When like you'll see like the old Native American pictures of someone, and they have the feathers and stuff like this on top of their head. As you come down here, Homeland Security, you're gonna see Native American people here. Go down a little bit more, you're gonna see like, now this is like, see just like a image of a Native American like head, you know, with the feathers around the neck, and it's just a little saying inside of there. Yeah, no, as I'm getting this right here, I'm thinking of a Native American with the feathers on top of the head, and you can see like this little illustration right here. Well, this is one of the designs that I'm going to share with you. No one is illegal on stolen land. So if we come over to this one right here, we should have built the wall. All right, now it's just like it's like a funny saying, like, you know, going against like a Donald Trump thing, right? But you can see like a picture of a older Native Americans inside of this design, and just a simple saying, right? And it's a consistent seller, and they got it over here at $20.99, right? So there is one of these right here. So I'm thinking of creating an older guy illustration and putting him in the Native American theme. He can have his, you know, his whole suit on, with the feathers on the head and stuff like that, and creating like a really awesome illustration for this niche, right? And then using that for a few different sayings, right? You can literally take one illustration, then put like a few different sayings for that design, and then, you know, one of those sayings have to take off, right? The next one was just a simple one. We see this all over merch would be, or just all over the internet, just in general, a flag, you know, and then it says native, and then, you know, it has a little thing over there covering the stars. I'm not sure if that's, maybe they're trying to make a point right there, but you can see this, and this is a consistent seller, and it sells pretty much almost every day from the looks at it. Look at the ratings and stuff like that. Price point $15.90. You know, it's a little bit of a American Day vintage. They're probably ranking for like US flag or something like that, and they're just trying to be competitive with the pricing. And once you start ranking, next thing you know, you have a consistent top seller doing 2 to 3 designs per day. Next one, no one's illegal on stolen land, right? Now this is a saying. You'll see this all over. Like, this is, if you pay attention to like memes on the internet, you'll see a lot of this stuff going on. Now if you pay attention to, you know, think about it that way. Now, what else can you do, right? In certain niches, you see certain people saying certain things and they go viral, right? And you can just take that and put that onto a t-shirt and make a design out of it, right? It's like this is more of like a logo design, but you know, there's the classic Native American look right here. And that seems to be a big thing inside of this niche. So think about it. What can you create and be better than everyone else in this niche? And sayings that, you know, like this, for example, do really well in this niche because I'm trying to make a point, and it goes really well on a t-shirt when someone is walking around and they're trying to make their point on a t-shirt. This is a perfect example. All right. So yeah, with that being said, make sure you guys check out my other videos up here.